Hey and welcome in Java Essential Training. I'm Hussein Al-Rubai. I have a master in software engineering. I have worked in different companies for around 8 years as a web developer. My last 2 years I started working as mobile developer and I have a lot of successful application in Android and iOS store. And I want to share this knowledge with you. So whenever you decide to be web developer or develop application for mobile like Android application or desktop application developer, you have to know Java. So Java is your way to go to Android or Java FX or Java SE. So you have to know all the basic before go to that platforms, and that's what I will teach you in this tutorial. I will start teach you how you install Android, how you install Java in your computer and prepare the environment. Then you will start learning the programming concept and the logic and how we could write our first application. Then we will go through the condition and make a decision and how we could do a specific block of code in a specific condition. Then we go through loops and how we could repeat specific block of code on a specific condition. Then we go through the control loops like break and continue. Then we will study the functions and how we could do polymorphism and different type of override and overloading. Then we will talk about object-oriented programming and different concepts like classes and constructor, and we will go to abstract and interface and everything about object-oriented in Java. That will help you to do separate concept for your application. Then we will go through the files and how we could store data in our computer as a physical things. Then we'll go to the threads and how we could do multiprocessing in our application and how we could avoid deadlock on other stuffs. Then we will talk about collections and how we could select the data type that match our needs. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Let me start first install JDK. So what does mean JDK? Whenever you want to work with Java, you have to install JDK in your computer because JDK have all the libraries that will be using by your Java app. So to get started with JDK, just open Google and look for JDK. Whatever your operating system be, make sure you be in this website and click on this one. Here you go. If you see, I have different things here. What I'm interested in is Java JDK, so just click on JDK. Whatever your operating system is, just select accept and select your operating system. Which one of them? For example, I am here in Windows. This operating system, I just download this one. If you are in Mac OS, download this one. Linux, download any other of these. So I click here and I will download it, and I will wait for some time. Here we go. Here is it, my file. If I go to open, I will see the file or the installation file that I could use it in my for JDK. So yes, here is it. To get started, I just double click and install it. Even if you have different operating system, you will go through same process. Just install next. So just click. Then let me show you what you will do. Here we go. I will see this screen. I click next, then next. If you see this is, he say, okay, I will install Java in this path. C file program Java JR8. Make sure that from this path. So install it. Cool. By the end, you will see the screen. That's mean he done. You click close. To make sure the Java JDK is installed, make sure you go to the terminals. I will look for Command Windows. Command Windows or terminal, every operating system defined in different name. For example, in Windows you have Command Windows, in Mac you have terminal. Make sure open the Command Windows or terminal and type just Java. Then enter. If you see this result, that means you create the Java is installed. By any chance, if you did not see this one and he say, hey, I cannot, Java is not defined as internal or external command, it's easy. Just go to where you installed the Java. I started here. Here's the Java, and this is the Java JDK. Make sure JDK, not JRE. Then go to bin, take all these file path, copy it, click right, copy, and go to your computer, click right, properties, then advanced, then from advanced environment variable, then go to path, look for path, double click on the path, and click new, and add this path, and click save. Maybe you are using old version from Windows, so you will see that when you click on path, you will see it in this way. So it's easy also, just go to the end of the path and add this sign, then add the path. So this sign you added, then the path for the Java, then click save. That's great. Then okay, and now make sure you close the terminal and reopen it again. So terminal or command Windows, reopen it again, and now when you type Java, you should see the result. Okay, here we done, and see you next. After installing Java JDK on our computer, it is time to install the editor that we want to work with. There is many editors we could use it for this tutorial. Like we could use Eclipse, or we could use NetBeans. Any editor you feel comfortable with, please go ahead and start with. For this tutorial we use Eclipse, so just in Google I will look for Eclipse and I will go to the Eclipse website. So when I go to Eclipse, I will see this one. Just go to download packages and you will see this website, or this one if you see. I will select this type of Java Eclipse IDE for Java developer. Then I select the operating system, I select Windows. I will wait for, then I click download from here, and I will wait for some time until he complete. After a specific time, you will see this screen. So he downloaded it. I just open the folder. I will see it in Windows. You will see it as something like zip file. You just need to click right on it and unzip it. But in Mac, you just you'll see Eclipse file, and just you do double click on it and you open it. So because I'm in Windows, I'm just clicking on extracting this folder. And I will wait for some time. As I told you, if you are in Mac, you will see it one file, name it Eclipse, you double click on it and you will take it in your desktop and you could start working on it. Let me wait for some time and get started. Here we go. Now I have this is Eclipse. So if you want to work with Eclipse, don't keep it in download, just take it to any folder you want to work with. For example, in C or in D. I prefer to add it in D to avoid any problems. So if you have like some setting in your computer, then see this is the folder, this is your Eclipse. Just click on it and start working with it. Let me see at the final screen to make sure everything is okay. Here we go. He will ask you for the default. I will say don't ask me again and keep all my file here in workplace, that whatever project I will do will go to that place. Yes, here we done, and now everything is great. I have my project, and if you see I close it, this is my development environment. I could click right and start creating my project. Here we done, and see you next. Hey, the complete example that used in this tutorial are available on GitHub. So all what you have to do is just go to this URL and download this source code in your computer, and you will have all the examples that we use it in this tutorial. And also I will add this URL in the video description. Thank you for watching, and see you next. Hey everybody, let me talk in this video about the program concept, or what we mean by a program. Program is basically you have a specific problem and you want to find solution for this problem. If you try to solve this problem by math, it will cost you time and money. Maybe you cannot solve this problem like basic math or paper or whatever. So what you will do is say, okay, I will do problem solving. What we mean by problem solving, you think about this problem and try to find solution for it, and you will write your program for this problem. The program will be number of line of code. When this line get executed, it will solve the problem for you, and this is basically what we mean by program. So program is just certain steps. When it execute, it will solve a specific problem for the user. So now let we understand the main concept of programming. A program, one of the rule you have to know about it, the program will be executed step by step. That means if you have x equal 10, then you have x equal x plus 1. Then you have a print x. So let me suppose this is basic program. Whatever print mean, don't care about it. So this is first step. This one will execute first. So the program will be run from here. So he will give value 10 for x. Then he will increase x by 1. So now here x equal 11, while before x equal 10. So what do we mean x equal x plus 1? That means x, the new x will be old x, which is 10, added to 1, which is 11. Then you print the value of x in the screen. Basically, what I want to show you from this video, you have to know the program will be executed step by step. So he'll execute first step, then second step, then third step. So he never jumped to third step whenever you run it. So when you click run, the program will be run step by step. So try to understand this main concept of programming. Program will be executed step by step. And basically what we mean by program, or what we will do by a program, we have a specific problem and you want to find solution for this problem, we use a program. So let's go and do our first application. Hey everybody, let me start with Bolt first application in Java. So to get started Java, I will click search and look for Eclipse. Whatever your operating system is, just go to the search and look for Eclipse and open the Eclipse, if it's Windows, Mac or Linux. So this is the Eclipse environment will be. So to create a new project, just click right here and click new and select Java project, or you could go to file, then new, then Java project. You could give here the project name. Use everything in small letter. So let me give it first app demo. Okay, then click finish. Here we go. If you see, this is my Java project. All my code will goes in this part, in src. And this is my addition library. I will use it later. So to get started with Java, you have to know one thing. Java project will be from number of packages, and in every package you will have number of classes. But first we will start simple. We start with one package with number of classes. So to get started, I have to have package. So I click new. I will just highlight this one, I click new, and I select package. Let me give it main package demo. And you could give it any name, you could give it just main package and click right. So if you see, I have now package name it main package. As I told you, all your classes will be inside this package. So you you could click right and select new, then you select class. Let me give it name main class. So if you see, I just give it first main class. You could give it capital letter using this way, capital letter from every first name. So main class in this way. You could give it everything small, whatever you want to give it, then click finish. If you see now, I have one package, and inside this package I have one class. As I told you, you could click right on the package and add more classes whenever your project grow. But first you'll start simple. You have one package and one class. When I want to tell Java this class are belonging to this package, I have to say, okay, package and the package name. I give the package name that this class belong to. So I would say package, then the package name. Then I start with my class. I say, okay, public class name, class. Then I give it the name of the class, and I open bracket to close it. My code will goes inside this class. One thing you have to know in Java, there's a starting point inside of the program. Whenever someone click run, there's one method will fire automatically without any call. Name it main method. To implement this method, you have to write it in this way. You say public. If you see everything in small, make sure Java is case sensitive. So whenever I write something in small, you have to write in the small. Then you have to write static. Then you have to write void. Then if you see static is error, so the color is not changes. So make sure you write it correctly. Static void. Then give it name main. If you see everything in small. Now I open the bracket. I give it the input. This method take input string. So make sure you click shift then S, because string in Java defined as case sensitive, so it should be capital first character. So you say string as array, then you write rx. Then you open a bracket and close it. Don't care about data type, I will talk later about data type, but one thing you have to take care about, if whenever I write public everything is small, you have to write it in the small. Don't write some character in capital because it will not work. Java is case sensitive, so write it in public static void. Then the name of the class should be main. Then string, if you see I just write it here capital. Don't write it small because string in Java are defined in capital letter. Then this is the variable, you could define it capital or small, whatever you would like. I want to display a message for user. Ask him, say, okay, welcome in Java. So I just say here, system, if you see is not working because system should be first character capital. So I click shift S, system dot out dot print line. If you see, he say this print line will be printing something string. So you could give it string. String in Java defined between double quotation. So you add double quotation, add your string. Let me say, welcome in Java 8. So in Java, when you want to define string, you add a string between double quotation. So I just want to display this message. So now, whenever anyone executes this class will start the execution from this method because this method will execute automatically without any calls. So our first line will execute this one. He will print welcome to Java. To execute this program, make sure click save, then click run, because you cannot run without save. You see, he say welcome to Java. If I want to do addition, I could do same way, system.out.writeLine, or I could write syso, then click control and space, and sometime I will see autocomplete, then I click enter, I will see same thing written. I will say I will write end line, for example, and I click run. One you will see one problem. You will not see the update. Do you know why? You will not see end line because you did not click save. So you have to click save, then click run. You will see end line is printed also. So here is how Java works. So it will start executing on the main. So make sure all your code goes here. So this is a basic thing how you define classes or how you define your first application in Java and how everything works. And see you next. Hey everybody, let me talk in this video about variable and what we mean by variable in programming. So let me first talk about variable in math. So think about in math you have 3 plus 5, whatever equal, okay? Then you want to add 2 to it. So you'll say 3 plus 5 plus 2. Then you want to subtract 3 from it. So you say 3 plus 5 minus 3, which is you did 2 process on this number. You